Rome wasn't built overnight, and you can't become Messi or Ronaldo overnight either. But you will make massive improvements just by making a few small changes. So here's 7 small habits you can implement right now, and it'll make you a better player instantly. Welcome back to the channel, or just welcome if you're new. I've been coaching the last few years at the college, high school, and club level in America. And one of the biggest differences between you and players at a higher level is your speed of play. Better, more experienced players are able to play quicker, which allows them to deal with the increased pressure as well as actually cause problems going forward. If you're struggling to score goals right now, then this is probably an area you're struggling in. You're playing too slow and taking too long to get shots off, which is why defenders are recovering and putting blocks in. Now, there are several ways to increase the tempo you can play at, with the first one being by improving your first touch. A player with a bad first touch needs a second one just to control the ball, and then they can take the shot or the pass with their third. A player with a good first touch, though, only needs to take 2 touches, allowing them to play quicker because obviously 2 touches is a lot quicker than 3. But you can't improve your first touch instantly. Obviously, that'll take time. To improve your speed of play right now, you need to scan and plan before you receive the ball. And I see this all the time. Players are clueless what's going on around them. So they have to take a touch to control the ball, look up, and then take another touch to set them up for their third touch, which is the pass. If you scan, you can use your first touch to set up your pass, allowing you to release the ball seconds quicker than players who don't scan. And seconds might seem small, but seconds are the difference between getting a goal or getting tackled and not even getting your shot off. And while a lot of players don't scan enough, there's just as many who do it wrong. They just look around for the sake of it. They're doing it without purpose. When you're scanning, you need to be aware of 3 things at all times: where the ball is, where your support is, and where the pressure is coming from. These 3 things are crucial because this information helps you make your decision before you receive the ball. Knowing where the ball is obvious, but you need to know where the pressure is coming from so that way you can take your first touch away from it, giving you more time and space to play. And then knowing where your support is will help you make that decision of what you want to do on the ball. But while scanning will make you a much better player instantly, it's a hard skill to master. And that's why our video sponsor is perfect for you. Be Your Best is a virtual reality training app that is used by thousands of pro clubs, pro, and amateur players around the world to improve their vision, scanning, awareness, and decision making. And the best part about it is that you can use it to improve your game anytime and anywhere. If you want to become a better player fast, then use Be Your Best to help you master the habit of scanning now. I've been dying to work with Be Your Best ever since I first heard about them, and my match intelligence has already improved a ton. When I first started, I would only complete 0.45 scans per second, which is well below where it needed to be. Now I scan 0.7 times per second, a massive 53% improvement from where I first started. And this is so important because players with higher scan rates complete over twice as many successful forward passes than players who scan less. And also, the best players in the world have higher scan rates than players at lower levels. With over 800 game scenarios recreated from real-life pro games, Be Your Best is the best tool to improve in these areas because it's training your brain. Join me and thousands of other players and clubs around the world and start mastering the habit of scanning with Be Your Best today. Link to Be Your Best is in the description below, and use code KA20 to get 20% off your first subscription. Thank you, Be Your Best, for sponsoring the video, and thank you guys for supporting me and the channel by checking them out. The next habit that'll improve your game is learning when to play simple. We all idolize players like Neymar, Messi, or Ronaldo, who pull off crazy skills and play with lots of flair and creativity. And that's good, because doing those sorts of things makes playing more fun. But what you have to learn is when to express yourself and when to play simple. If you're low on confidence right now, then stop trying all these tricks and flicks. You'll make more mistakes and then you'll just keep killing your confidence. But let's say you just scored in a game, riding the rush of euphoria that comes with it. That's when you get really creative and start trying those skills and tricks. The goal has given you confidence to try these things, making it way more likely you pull it off. Whereas when you're low on confidence, you need to keep it simple, so that way you make less mistakes and you can start building that confidence back over time. And now that you have your confidence back, the next habit that'll improve your game instantly is adjusting your mentality when you have the ball. We win games by scoring goals, so that should be your objective every time you receive the ball. And here's how I frame it to my players. When you get the ball, your first thought is always, can I score? If yes, then shoot. If not though, can you pass it to somebody who can score? And if you can't do that either, then just keep possession. But always, always, always be looking to score. That's the defining trait in players like Haaland, Ronaldo, and Mbappe. They are terrifying to play against because they are always looking to score. And one way you can get more chances to score is by anticipating the game and being a proactive player. Most players get caught ball watching, where they're just zoned out watching the game. I mean, we've all been there. The ball pops out and we lose the 50-50 just because we're flat-footed and we're too slow to react. The best players are always focused and engaged in the game, trying to predict where the ball will go in the next 1 or 2 passes, so that way they can position themselves correctly. This is anticipating the game. And this one habit is what separates average players from ruthless ones. See this clip here? The attacker is switched off, and he isn't ready to pounce when the defender makes a mistake. But in this clip, the attacker is anticipating the game, and he recognizes that it's a hard ball for the defender to deal with, and he punishes him when he makes the mistake. But this isn't just for attackers. Reading and anticipating the game is crucial for defenders. In attack, you need to be optimistic that the defender will make a mistake and that you will get a chance to score. But as a defender, you need to be pessimistic, meaning that you prepare or expect your teammate to mess up. So that way, you're in position and you're able to clean up and bail your team out. That's what top players do. And it's super easy to implement. You just need to shift your mentality. Just like with this habit, you need to be constantly communicating. The 2020 pandemic was terrible, but one thing it did highlight in the soccer world is how much professional players talk during games. Seriously, go watch games from 2020 when there was no fans in the stadium. The players are constantly communicating, directing each other on where to go and what to do. I learned this one firsthand when I spent a few months playing and training in Brazil. I only speak English, and where I was at, there was only one other player and one coach that spoke English. So because of that, I wasn't able to communicate with the players around me, and it taught me how valuable communication is. I had to try and read my teammates' minds while we played, and it sucked. It taught me how much communication just makes it easier to work together as a team. And the last habit you can implement right now to make you a better player is slowing down. Not how you play though, because we want to speed that up. No, slow down life and take some time every day to be thankful for the gifts you have. We're all different, but one blessing we share is being able to play the beautiful game and create memories with our teams and our friends. Implementing this habit daily will help you keep everything in perspective and help you enjoy the journey you're on. And best of luck. I'm glad that I get to be just a little small part of it. If you enjoyed this video, then watch this video next, where I give you tips to improve daily, but on the technical side of the game, as opposed to lifestyle tips like this video had. Thanks for watching.